Welcome back, everybody. This is Brian Kirk with Eat to Mount Beat, taking the road less traveled. Another episode of Flags and Anthems. This is episode number 10, and we are doing the country of Austria this time. So the Flag of Austria, also known as the Flag Österreichs, is the flag of the nation of Austria. It consists of 3 bands of color in the following order: red, white, and red. The Austrian flag is considered one of the oldest national symbols still in use by a modern country. With the first recorded use in 1230, the Austrian triband originated from the arms of the Babenberg dynasty, as opposed to other flags such as the black and yellow banner of the Habsburgs. The red, white, and red flag was from one early associated not with any reigning family or monarch, but with the country itself. In addition to serving as the flag of Austria since 1230, it was adopted as a naval design and flags of the Grand Duchy of Tuscany and the Duchy of Modena and Reggio in the 18th and 19th centuries, respectively, as both were ruled by cadet branches of the House of Habsburg. The flag traces back to the coat of arms of the medieval Babenberg dynasty, a silver band on a red field. The origin of the Bitten Shield has not been conclusively established. It's possibly derived from the Styrian margraves of the Ottokar noble family, who themselves may have adopted the colors from the descendants of the Carinthian Duke Adalbero, ruled from 1011 to 1035. A scion of the House of Epstein, extinct in 1122. However, the Babenberg Margrave, Leopold III of Austria from 1095 to 1136, had already been depicted with the triband shield in 1105. When the last Ottokar, Duke Ottokar IV of Styria, died in 1192, the Styrian duchy was inherited by the Babenberg Duke Leopold V of Austria. According to the 1186 Georgianenberg Pact. According to the 18th century historian Chrysostomus Hassler, his great-grandson Duke Frederick II of Austria from 1230 to 1246, nicknamed the Quarrelsome or the Warlike, the last of the Babenberg dynasty, designed a new coat of arms in red, white, and red after his ascension, an attempt to prevail against reluctant local nobles and the stress of his autonomy towards the Emperor Frederick II. The triband is first documented in a seal on deed issues on 30th of November 1230, confirming the privileges of the Lilienfeld Abbey. The medieval chronicler Hans der Enkel reports that the Duke appeared in a red, white, and red ceremonial dress at his 1232 accolade in the Vienna Schoffenstift. The Babenberg family colors developed in the coat of arms of the Austrian procession. After the dynasty had been extinct with Frederick's death in 1246, Battle of the Lithia River, they were adopted by the Presnelid successor, King Ottokar II of Bohemia. Upon the 1278 Battle of Marchfield, the colors were assumed by the victorious House of Habsburg and gradually became the coat of arms for the dynasty hereditary lands with the Habsburg Monarchy. The legend. According to legend, the flag was invented by Duke Leopold V of Austria as a consequence of his fighting during the Siege of Acre. After a first battle, his white surcoat was completely drenched in blood. When he removed his belt, the cloth remained unstained, revealing a combination of red, white, and red. So taken was this singular sight, he adopted the colors of the scheme as his banner. The incident was documented as early as 1260. In fact, the war flag of Holy Roman Empire during the Crusades was a silver cross on a red field, quite similar to the later Austrian arms. The sign was used by Austrian capital Vienna from the late 13th century onwards. The Habsburg Monarchy. Since the days of Rudolf of Habsburg, around 1283 Treaty of Rheinfelden, The combination of red, white, and red was widely considered to be the Austrian, later the Inner Austrian colors used by the ruling Habsburg dynasty. However, the black, yellow flag was used as a national flag in a modern sense as the Austrian Habsburg Monarchy, later Austrian Empire, and the Austrian part of Austria-Hungary, sometimes even for the entire empire as well until 1918. These were the family colors of the imperial house of Habsburg, and were themselves in part derived from the banner of the Holy Roman Empire. Beginning in the reign of Emperor Joseph II, the Austrian, later Austro-Hungarian Navy used a naval design, marine flagge, based on the red, white, and red colors, and augmented with a shield of similar colors. Both of these flags became obsolete when Austria-Hungary's dissolution in 1918, and newly formed rump state of German Austria adopted the red, white, and red triband as its national flag. The Austrian flag has been a main motif of many collector coins. One of the most recent examples is the €20 post-war period coin issued by the Republic of Austria on the 17th of September 2003. The obverse of the coin shows the Austrian coat of arms flanked by the Austrian flag of the European split. So that's the flag of Austria, and now we're going to talk about the anthem. The Austrian national anthem. On the 9th of April 1946, the Austrian federal government announced a competition for the text of the new national anthem. It was to be a song of hymn-like character, paying tribute in words and music to the new Austrian federal state and its people, both at home and abroad. The old anthem melody, now being used by Germany, could not be used because of its association with the Nazi regime. Agreement was soon reached on the melody. Popular belief it was a work from Austrian composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, but studies have shown this may not be the case. While the pieces appeared in Mozart's Kleiner Freimaurer Kantate, written in 1791 for the Freemason Lodge zur Neu Gegründeten Hoffnung in Vienna, in which Mozart himself was a member. Original score of work, which was kept by the Vienna Society of Friends of Music, does not include the melody used as the anthem. But when the Lodge published a printed version a year later, the melody appeared in the appendix, entitled Zum Schuss der Lug, on the end of a lodge. That is, it should be sung at the end of a gathering, beginning in the words, Bruder, reicht die Hand zum Bund, brothers, give your hands for union. In this version, it was frequently used by choral societies and student fraternities in Germany and Austria in the 19th century. It became known as the Bundeslied, or Union Song. The appendix melody thus hasn't been proven or disproven to be written by Mozart. However, several scholars claim it could have been written by Mozart's contemporary, a fellow lodge member, Johann Holzer. Paula van Predovic, the granddaughter of Croatian national poet, was persuaded by the Minister of Education, Felix Hurders, to submit an early entry for the competition. However, she was busy working on a new novel, had little time to spare for the entry, and Minister Hurds had to jog her memory several times. When her lines did finally reach the jury, made up of literary figures, musicians, and politicians, they awarded her text the highest points. The text was never published in an official legal gazette, but appeared in the 22nd of March 1947 issue of the Presse newspaper. 2 weeks earlier, the anthem had been played on the radio. It established popularity relatively fast, although the melody was considerably more complex than that of the former anthem. When Minister Hurders reports to the cabinet on the outcome of the competition, the cabinet passed a motion, an instigation of the federal parliament, that in the course of the state treaty negotiations, Austria should insist that Germany be prohibited from using the Haydn anthem because it is a long-standing Austrian cultural asset. In the early 21st century, there was a proposal from the Austrian Minister of Women's Affairs to change the lyrics of the anthem, eliminating words, phrases like home of the great sun, fraternal, Vaterland, or fatherland, to make the more gender inclusive. Amid much controversy, the proposal was passed on the change of the lyrics beginning January 1st, 2012. The first verse now references sons and daughters instead of just sons. Heimat bist du großer Sohn. And the third verse now references jubilant choirs instead of fraternal brothers. Brudenchoren. And I will just put out the lyrics here, and we'll go over the song, and then at the end of the video, we'll play the national anthem. Here are the lyrics of the Austrian national anthem. Land of peaks, O land of rivers, land of fields, O lands of steeples, lands of labors, future bound, home thou art to prodigious kin, shining brighter than ever have been, Austria of high praise. Bold if battered, ne'er torn nor tattered, stands thou strong minest. Europe fettered for thee art pledges saint. Since days long past, verify thou hast, trials of heated temper past, Austria of true faith. Joyfully jaunting, future bound, as one nation safe and sound, in high spirits newly found, altogether in jubilation, to thee we pledge with animation, Austria dearly loved. So next we'll play the actual national anthem. Enjoy the video. Until next time, keep eating your own beat, take the road less traveled, and have a great day.